And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, Palantir stock has hit an all-time high. And are you surprised? I'm not surprised at all, man. So we have to break down the charts, my thoughts, what I'm looking to do now. Am I buying? Am I selling? Am I holding the stock? So guys, hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe and get up to 15 stocks from Moo. Listen to this, guys. Once you open up your account and fund it with at least $100, you get 5 stocks and a $30 cash reward, which is nuts, man. That's the new part of the promo. And fund your account at least $1,000. You get 10 more stocks, and overall, your uninvested cash for now will earn up to 8.1% APY, which, guys, it's a no-brainer. I'm telling you, man. So use that link down below or go to stocksurfs.com/moo. And with that being said, cheers. Let's get right into the video. So all-time high, baby. It feels good to say that. We hit $45.07 this morning, officially taking out the highs from, I think, almost 5 years ago at this point, or is it 4 years ago? Almost 4 years ago. Excuse me, guys. Let's just say it's been a while. So you can see on the chart, we hit $45 roughly. It looks like here in roughly January of 2021. And today, at least according to Thinkorswim, I know sometimes you guys comment, you're like, wait a second, Stas, I don't think Palantir hit an all-time high. But the way I'm looking at it is, if it's in Thinkorswim, it's got to be true, right? So it hit it here, $45.07. You guys see that? So we have officially, again, taken out those highs, and I'm pumped. And this is before earnings. Earnings are coming up in less than 2 weeks right now. I think they're actually the day before the election here in the U.S., or the official date. Isn't that the 5th of November? Either way, they're on the 4th. Palantir's earnings are on the 4th in the morning. Let me double check that. No, actually after the bell. Yeah, that's right. So you can see clearly we're holding an uptrend, obviously. Duh, right? And with this move now, we're kind of cupping and breaking out and taking out the highs from about 2 weeks ago, where we hit roughly, where do we hit? 44, 30, 40 roughly. So now that we're taking out that point, who knows where it's going next? You know, when a stock, it's funny, when a stock goes to all-time highs, there's no resistance to be like, all right, that's where it could go next, because it's at an all-time high. It's literally at the highest price it's ever been. So now that we broke out of the highs from 2 weeks ago, and essentially Palantir has been consolidating for about 2 weeks, I wouldn't be surprised if, now that we're kind of breaking out to a fresh all-time high, I wouldn't be surprised if this rallies even more, kind of like a breakout. Again, mainly because we've been consolidating for about 2 weeks. We broke out of the recent high, and we're at all-time highs. All of those things could lead to maybe more momentum here heading into earnings. And we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 6 trading days left until the earnings. So I'm telling you guys, watch for that momentum to continue. I think there's a chance that it could here. That's just my opinion. And like I said, there's no resistance to compare it to. So we can be like, all right, maybe it fills the gap to 46.50 or 47, because again, we're at all-time highs now. So maybe it sees a little pop, another $1, $2, whatever it may be. And then earnings might come out, and we'll see what happens. Well, they are going to come out, but they might cause the stock to sell off if they're not as good as expected, or maybe guidance is a bit soft. So there's a lot going on right now, especially when there's earnings with companies. There's a lot going on with the, a lot of different possibilities. So in this case, yeah, I mean, it could go either way, really. And that could be said with any stock. But the fact that now we're breaking out to all-time highs, we're a bit priced to perfection, makes me a little bit nervous. But the fact that I'm up over 100%, not trying to brag here, I'm sure you guys a lot of you are up more than that. But now that I'm up over 100% on my stock here on Palantir, I'm like, who cares, man? If it falls another, or if it, not another, but if it falls in general post earnings, even like $5 a share, even $7 a share, I'm still going to be up a ton, right? So when you're in a stock, you have a lot of gains built in. Even if it pulls down, it's not that big of a deal, you know? So would I buy the stock now? I wouldn't, to be honest. I wouldn't buy at least a considerable amount. If you want to own some of the stock, maybe nibble a little bit to have a starter position with a small position, all right, go for it. But I wouldn't necessarily buy a huge position now, buy a ton of shares. I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that. But I'm definitely holding. I'm not selling. And even if it pulls down, I'm not going to be sweating that because, like I said, I'm up over 100%. Even if it pulls down 20%, which would mean it has to come down to $35. Who knows, right? Even if it did drop 20%, I would still be up. My average cost is $21. I would still be up 70% or 65%, something like that, if it came down to $35. But, who the heck knows, right? So at this point, that's what I'm doing. I'm long. I'm holding on tight, man. And maybe if I was in at $40, I'd be sweating it out a bit right now. But since I'm in at 21, I'm just chilling, heading through earnings. And I'm very excited to see how the company's growing, all the numbers, how everything's going. Of course, the conference call is going to be huge. But what are you guys doing? I'm curious. If you want to share, how much are you up on your position percentage-wise? And let me know what you're doing through earnings. Are you buying more, selling, holding? I'm very curious kind of overall what you guys are up to as well. But yeah, that's how I'm looking at it right now. I'm thinking, again, that we're breaking out of the recent high. We're at all-time highs now. I think momentum could build up a bit here. Maybe some more hype before earnings. But then it's fair game, man. After earnings, it's whatever goes after that. It's going to be interesting. But yeah, that's all happening right now. And by the way, Palantir's up over 2% today. Did I mention that? That's all happening in a red day for the most part. The NASDAQ is in the green a bit, 0.6%, but we do have the Russell down 0.4%, which this thing has been struggling to break out of 2,300 points, man. We just got hit again at 2,300. That's got to break, but the Russell's down almost 0.5%. S&P's not down much, pretty much at break even here actually. SPY's down literally 40 cents, nothing much at all for a $580 ETF. So SPY's not doing much, break even, but the Dow is down almost 0.75% right now, which makes it the most read index at the time that I'm making this video, about 2:15 East Coast time. And we're noticing it is pulling down now to this 180 moving average, which it's actually a healthy pullback, guys. That's where we pulled down here. When was this? Back in the middle of September, here in the beginning of, August. And right around here, it looks like we bounced off of it in the middle of June. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Dow came down a teeny bit more. But even here, you could argue buyers will come in. But yeah, we're selling off a bit right now, guys. Palantir is pushing through. It's looking good. A bunch of stocks are looking good today. We have other ones. Intel's up a little bit. Tesla's continuing the big run. AMD, let's go, baby, up around 2%. Google's up 1%. Amazon's up 0.9%. So not a bad day, but we are noticing some of the Dow stocks are getting hit, and we'll see how that transpires here. But what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Run the likes up. Don't forget to subscribe, and shout out to all the people that have been joining the Patreon. I appreciate you guys. As always, I'm making my private portfolio there with free money, or not free money, real money. What the heck am I saying here, guys? Putting in money every single week, right? buying stocks, and you guys see all the trades, all the buys, the sales, the performance. And by the way, we're crushing the S&P 500 this year. And there's also a Discord. I post my charts and ideas throughout the week on Patreon. So if you're interested, it's not much per month. It's a lot of value. There's a lot of value in there. If you're interested, check out the link down below in the comment section, description, or go to stocksurfest.com/Patreon. I'll see you guys on the inside. And with that being said, cheers. Peace out.